clearly shopping at PetSmart. I'm not wearing even similar colors. I'd never heard of this sub before now, but about 2 months ago. I went into PetSmart for dog food crickets and a tank thermometer for my boyfriend's gecko. I just grabbed some freeze-dried worms since they were out of small crickets, but it seemed unlikely to the worker that large crickets would have been fine for some reason. Anyways, I'm walking down the aisle, and this older lady, probably about 40 to 50 years old, and what seemed like maybe her older son, or maybe it was a different type of relationship, but it seemed as though it could only be familial, came up to me and said, "Excuse me, do you know where the fishnets are?" Now I understand that by answering her, I may have let on that I did work there, but I couldn't ignore her because I knew the general area. So I said, "I think in the next aisle." She thanked me and left to the other aisle. I was picking out a thermometer that wasn't going to break the bank, and I was walking towards the dog food but kind of taking my sweet time as I was enjoying the time alone. She stopped me before I could get to the dog food section and said, "They're not here. Where are they?" in a snappy tone. I'm somewhat of an easily irritated person, but I was trying to calm down because she probably thought I worked there for a crazy reason. So I said, "I'm not really sure. You can ask that employee," and I pointed at the guy who was adamant on freeze-dried worms for me. They turned back around and said, "I asked you. I want to speak to a manager." When she said that, I actually felt like something snap a little, because I don't go out of my way to be nice to people ever. I am only ever civil and blunt. So because this was a wasted rare occurrence, I just said, "Well, I don't know where it is, but maybe if you actually ask someone who works here, you'd be able to figure it out. Or you can open your eyes in the fish section." I stuttered a little bit on the word fish, and it bummed me out, but I walked away quickly, irritated and hoping I didn't see her again. Not super exciting, but it was one of my better moments of being assertive. After years of retail, my normal response would have been to be polite, but I'm through with retail forever if I can help it. BTW, the PetSmart uniform is khakis and a royal blue t-shirt. I was wearing a black tank top and jeans with a black bomber's jacket on. Not even close.
Can't help with taxes, but we can sell you wine. I used to work for a winery in California back in 2004 to 2006. Our 800 number was very similar to both State of Connecticut Tax Division and Dell Canada French Tech Support. We'd occasionally get people who misty-eyed asking about their tax forms, or angry Quebec residents screaming in French, but it was really no big deal. We figured it out, laughed about it, found the right numbers, and would give them to people when they called. Most people would laugh, apologize, and that was that. One year, we started getting a lot of calls for CT Tax Division. I got concerned when one person said that they received a tax form and our number was listed on the form. I looked, and sure enough, someone in the tax office had put our 800 on the form. We called the tax office, but they were basically a well, so we just kept referring people to the right number. Again, most were cool, until the old man called. I answered the phone. "Me, thank you for calling our winery. How can I help you?" "Old man, I need help filling out this tax form." "Me, oh, I'm sorry, sir. You want the Connecticut tax office. You've called a winery in California." "I'm okay, so transfer me." "Me, sir, I can't transfer you. I'm at our winery in California." I don't care if you're on vacation. Transfer me to someone else." "Me, no, sir. You called our winery in California, not the tax office." Yeah. "Me, so I can give you the right number." Just transfer me." "Me, sir, I can't." I'm tired of this. I want to talk to a supervisor." "Me, sir, again, we are not the tax office. We are our winery on California." "The tax office printed our number in error on their forms." "I can give you their number, but no one here can help you because we are a winery, not the tax office." Okay." "Me, okay, so you'd like that number?" Then you'll transfer me." It went on like that for 5 more minutes until he finally realized what I was saying. He did apologize for wasting my time, said he'd call us back to order wine, and hung up. The next year, CT printed the right number on their tax forms, and we rarely got any calls after that.
Wearing a Deadpool shirt and carrying a lot of things. Today, I walked into Walmart wearing jeans and a red Deadpool shirt with the arms cut off the shirt. For a minute, I ended up picking up a pair of jeans, some socks, some boxers, and a couple of packs of simple, cheap shirts. As you can see, I was just renewing my minimalist wardrobe. Then a guy walked up with a cart and asked if I was carrying anything by Fruit of the Loom. I felt awkward about the way he asked it, so I asked, "You said, do you carry?" When he confirmed that's what he said, I said, "I don't work here, man, I'm shopping." Then I politely helped him to think through this kind of interaction for next time. I said, "See, I'm not wearing a Walmart uniform," and made my Deadpool shirt more apparent. He said, "Yeah, but you're carrying a lot of things." I just walked away and moved on with my life.
A shake of tomato paste and a smile. I was doing my weekly grocery shop and I'm in the canned vegetable aisle. I hear a quiet excuse me behind me. I turn around and there is an older woman easily under 5 feet tall. I responded with, "Yes, ma'am, can I help you?" She says she can't find the tomato paste and wanted me to show her where it was. I knew it was to aisle over with the pasta sauce, and I know it's on the second from the top shelf and that she would never be able to reach it. So I walk her over and grab it for her. I ask if there is anything else she needs help with, and she says yes and shows me her list. I proceed to walk around the store with her and take her to the items she needs. When we are done, she tells me she is going to ask for the manager to tell her how helpful I was and what a kind lad they have on hand. I said, "I don't work here, just getting my shopping done." I had not taken my cart into the aisle with me as I needed a can just a couple of shelves in. When she asked why I helped the shop, I responded with something along the lines of that we need to help each other, otherwise what's the point? When I went to check her, I saw her in the parking lot. She pulled the tomato paste out of her bag and shook it in the air as she waved at me and gave me an ear-to-ear smile. 11 out of 10 would help her shop again.
I did not order the 5 a.m. wake-up call. Need to preface this with 2 things. 1, my phone number belongs to a state that is in a completely different time zone than where I currently live. 2, leave my phone on in case my mom calls about my stepfather. He's in bad health. Okay, now I can begin. It's roughly 5 a.m. when my phone rings. I instantly panic because I think it's my mom. I answer and there's a woman screeching into the speaker. "My chicken nuggets are fucking cold." Sleep-deprived me can't form a response. This woman goes on to insult my lineage, my intelligence, everything she can because of cold chicken nuggets. I get the impression she thinks the number she called is for a McDonald's, and I think I know which one she went to. They were notorious for being awful back when I lived in the state, and it was the management that made it awful. Glad to see some things didn't change in 7+ years. Finally, crazy chicken nugget lady pauses to take a breath after asking me what I plan to do to make it up to her. I didn't feel like arguing with her. Based on her attitude, I'd get more attitude if I told her wrong number. So I did the only thing my sleep-deprived brain could think of. "Ma'am, this is a Wendy's." I've never heard someone hang up so fast, and I got to get another 2 hours of sleep before my kiddo woke up for the morning.
Which voice is your favorite? Let me know in the comments.